because the next step is these shells are going in. Going in the egg mixture. Hey everybody, Chef Ryan here, Humphrey Family Homestead. I say Chef Ryan because today I'm going to do a video a little bit differently. Today I'm going to show you how to cook the perfect scrambled egg. That's right, everybody has their own way of doing it, but I'm going to show you the best way to cook a scrambled egg. Let's get started. First, let's preheat this oven. We're going to do 350 degrees. Most people don't cook eggs in the oven, but I'm going to show you a little trick. Okay, let's get the pan ready here. We'll use this burner here. Perfect size pan for the amount of eggs we were cooking. And we're cooking a lot of eggs. This is our surplus of eggs here. As you can see, our chickens provide us with more eggs than we can use. So, when we sell them to customers, we take the, in date order, and we get left with some eggs at the end of our sale that are not going to be fresh for very much longer. These are all dirty eggs. What we do, I'm going to go ahead and leave those 2 cases there. What we do is we keep them on the counter unwashed. They'll keep longer that way. When we sell them to customers, we will wash them the morning that we sell them, and we will refrigerate them after that. So I'm going to probably do this many eggs right now, and we will see if that's going to be enough. So let's get started. Now, most people will tell you that you should crack the eggs into a smaller bowl and whisk it, and then you can put in your salt and pepper and everything. I don't go that route. I start in the pan. Now, if I only knew that I could find a spatula. Found it. This will be perfect. All right, so let's get to cracking some eggs. Let's try a one-handed one. Not too shabby. This is a big one. It's very important that you don't turn the burner on until you're ready to start mixing these eggs up. Now I'm cooking for a lot of hungry kids, so the plan is to cook as many eggs as we can at a time, and what it looks like right now is that this is getting pretty full, so I'm not going to be able to do too many more. but they will scarf these down. And so I need to make sure I make a lot. That was a small egg. Okay, let me wash my hands. Okay, let's go ahead and turn on the burner. And we'll go right on high. And we'll get this sucker going quick. Now, usually, this is where people would add the salt and the pepper right here as you're gonna mix it in. We're not doing that. In fact, we're not using salt or pepper in this recipe at all. So we'll let this heat up, and once it starts to look like it's cooking, we'll start mixing it and breaking up those yolks. While we're waiting for that, I've started to get some of the shells on this tray here, and I will tell you why we are putting shells on this tray. We're just gonna get more here though. Put these, we are preheated, so we are ready to do what we need to do in the oven. So let's get these eggs, shells transferred over here. And those are all the shells that we cracked for this round. So let's go ahead and put these in the oven, since we're gonna bake these shells at 350. And we'll do it probably for about 6 minutes. We're starting to turn white on the bottom of this pan, which means we're cooking. So now we can start breaking up the shells. Breaking up the yolks and mixing in some of these whites. Looking great so far. What do you think? You'll see these eggs start to thicken. Some people add water, some people add milk. I don't add anything to these eggs. We're gonna do another batch, so I'm gonna go ahead and put these here into a bowl. Once they're done. I'm gonna go ahead and take it off the heat for a second. You can see that it is on high, so it is very, very hot. We need a big bowl. I'm gonna use this. This is probably bigger than we need, but I'm gonna go ahead and go with it. But this is where my eggs are gonna go when they're done cooking. If you noticed, I turned the heat off because we have so much heat in this pan already that these eggs are going to continue cooking. Notice how fluffy they're starting to look. They're not going to be huge and clumpy like you'd normally see if you had whisked them beforehand. Yeah, we got this pan nice and hot, so these eggs are still cooking really well with no heat underneath it. So we turned the fire off. Well, I call it fire, but it's an electric burner. Let's give these another minute. Okay, these are about done. So we will just give them one last quick stir around the pan. And don't worry, you cannot overcook these eggs. One thing a lot of people worry about is the eggs turning rubbery. Well, that's okay if they do, because these kids aren't going to be too picky. Okay. Let's put them in our pot. Batch number 1 is now in the pot. Now we'll just scrape all the overcooked eggs that we got stuck here on the bottom. We will scrape those out, make sure they make it in there, because like I said, the kids are not picky. Okay, let's move this pot and let's get to doing the rest of these eggs. Don't worry about getting the shells in there. Best part about cooking is making a mess. That's always fun. Oh, a little bit of dirt. You know what they say, God made dirt and dirt don't hurt. So we get a little dirt in there, we're okay. These farm fresh eggs look beautiful in this pan. And if you notice, we don't have any funky eggs. We have very healthy eggs. Look at this little guy. Let's see what it looks like. Little teeny egg. I'm thinking that that little egg was from one of our younger chicks who just started laying. But we haven't seen another one that small in a little while. It's been about 3 weeks since we got that egg, and we haven't seen another small one since. Double. All right, and that's all the eggs we have. Let me rinse my hands off again. Hopefully I'm not ruining my wife's pan, because it's nice and these eggs tend to stick to the bottom. Let's check on our shells. Doing well. Baking up nicely. We only got another minute or so on those and they'll be done. Okay, we're getting hot now, so we can start working these eggs. Breaking up these yolks. Now y'all might think I'm crazy, but I promise you, the end result, you're gonna see exactly why I do everything the way I do it. So let's take some time and cook these eggs. Okay, we are getting there, and we're just about to get to that point where we can turn the heat off, because these eggs, like I said before, will continue to cook themselves as the pan stays warm. So let's go ahead and do that now. And there will be the eggs that stick to the bottom and get burnt, and you'll be able to scrape those off. You don't want to waste any of it, so it'll all go into the final pot. Okay, move this over. Whoop, look at that. The spatula fell on the ground with some eggs. So we're just gonna make sure those eggs get back in the pot, and we're gonna use the same spatula. Let's get these shells out of the broiler. Yes, they are done. Ooh, they're a little overdone for my taste, but we're still good. Let's use one of these to place it on there, because it is hot. And these eggs are looking just about done. You can hear them popping. Sounds great, doesn't it? Okay, these are done. Let's go ahead and add them to the pot with the rest of the eggs. Don't forget, try to scrape off all that stuff on the bottom. You want all that goodness, all that eggy goodness. And my wife is gonna kill me because this pan looks terrible. That's okay though, I'm gonna soak it. Let's get a little hot water going. What a gentleman, soaking the pan for his wife to clean. Okay, so now that we got all the eggs in one pan here, we're gonna go on to the next step. The next step is going to be, let me grab these shells, put them over here. Because the next step is these shells are going in. Going in the egg mixture. Now I know what you're thinking. Ryan, this is not going to taste good. Don't forget, these are kids and they're not picky. Make sure we get most of these shells in here. All right, that's about right. This should work. Ready? Now you might say, Ryan, this is a lot of work. Well, you'd be right. But I love these kids, and they deserve to be fed properly. So we're just smashing up these eggs, I'm sorry, these egg shells, and incorporating them into the eggs. And they'll never know. You know, like when you try to disguise broccoli for kids, you put butter on it. You want to disguise the healthy stuff. You know, you don't want them to go, ew, I don't want to eat my broccoli. But they love eggs. They will never know that there's some shells in there. As long as you mix them up good and smash them good. All right. Now that we incorporated the shells into the eggs, we are ready to serve. Serving time in 3, 2, 1. Okay, I'm here with the kids. I told you I was cooking for the kids, and here they are. They're looking pretty hungry, so this should be really yummy. Let's get them going. Look at that, they are loving it. Well, they look like they're pretty happy, don't they? I appreciate you guys sticking with me on this video. I know it was kind of silly and, you know, kind of out there, but I thought it would be funny. Present it kind of like a cooking show. But this is what we do when we have surplus eggs. We cook them up. We crush the egg shells in there with the eggs. And we give them extra protein from the eggs. And extra calcium from the egg shells. So that's gonna be it for this video. I appreciate y'all watching. Like I said, you know, it was kind of a silly video, but I wanted to make it this way just for fun. I appreciate y'all watching. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you like us, please subscribe to the channel. We'd really appreciate it. We'll catch you on the next one. Bye.